Good evening. There we
Good
go.
evening.
That works. So my name is Mason Donovan. I am the District 7 Senate candidate tonight. Thank you. Tonight I welcome you here. I thank you for your participation. We have a great discussion lined up for tonight. It's interesting that somebody told me that there's going to be a large group of candidates here. And I come from a family of 10, and this just looks like dinner time to me. So I guess it's a matter of perspective. But you know, when we're looking at that, we have hundreds of thousands of people in our district who could sign up and be on this list. So from that perspective, it's a fairly small group if you look at it. And the other side is always looking, speaking of perspective, to really define that for us, right? So they like to define it of either or. So, for example, either we are for no gun restrictions at all, or we want to take everybody's gun away. Either we want a 100-foot wall around the US, or we want to open up all the borders to everyone and anyone. You know, life is so much more complicated and complex than that. You are more complicated and complex than that. You know, that either or is a way to divide us. Don't let them define us. Let us define ourselves. From my perspective, I see that we can secure our borders and our humanity at the same time. We can raise the minimum wage and the success of our business at the same time. We can celebrate life and women's reproductive freedom at the same time. It's not an either or. These are not mutually exclusive ideas for us to hold. We are diverse, we are strong, we are patriotic, we are New Hampshire, we are united, and we are proud. Let us define ourselves and not let the other side define who we are. Now, thank you. Now, I can make a case for every one of these unique individuals to be our representatives, but that's not my job. That's their job tonight. But I do want to give you a job. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you two. One is, even though I don't have a primary opponent, everyone at this table does, right? So September 11th is really important for you to go out and vote in the primary. Decide who you want to represent you, represent the party, represent New Hampshire. And then November 6th, the critical election day, that's the general election. Go out and vote if you think you want, even if you think you're not going to be there, get an absentee ballot and vote. That is so important for us to do. Now that's your number one job, voting. The second job, you have a choice. I want us to go beyond screaming at the TV and online and social media, right? And go out and canvass. If you're able to, we have canvassing this week in Belmont, next weekend right here in Laconia, the weekend after that in Guilford, you name it, get your name on that list that's been going around and canvass. A simple thing you can do, put a yard sign up. Donate to the candidate of your choice if you can. And then here's something that's really simple. When you go back home tonight, talk to a neighbor, talk to your family, tell them what your dreams, what your promises, what you heard tonight, what candidates really resonated with you, and then remind them that September 11th and November 6th are very critical. So I gave you your job, now it's time to give them their job. So as Mason Donovan, your District 7 Senate candidate, I kindly request that we give them a round of applause for being there. I have the honor to introduce our chairman of the Democratic Party, Raymond Buckley.